So I'll do share screen.
Oh god, the owl talks.
Oh god, the owl talks. What a great, what a great first reaction. Okay, we are joined today by the GameDawg, who has no attachment to Fire Emblem whatsoever. So this will be good, I think.
Is Seth in this game? I remember him being kind of broken in that game.
Seth is pretty bad in Heroes, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
He like one-shot everything in Sacred Stones.
In Sacred Stones, he's really good, but I like how they have Lysithea killing the Black Knight. Also, it's effective damage. That's good. That's perfect.
Working together. It's pretty much my ideal spot.
So is this like a clicker game? Like, what is this?
It's a strategy game with some spoilers for 3 houses. So
some major spoilers.
It's Claude. He's dressed in the garb of an Almyran wyvern rider. Maybe he'll show off his skill with a bow.
So this is interesting because that's what they would have done for Legendary Claude, but they can't really do that now.
Edelgard. She's donning the legendary regalia of the Empire. With a
I like this character.
Edelgard's cool. I like her art on this version. I don't know what kind of axe she's holding. That's not a mirror.
A world free from oppression is worth fighting for.
Here's King D.
So proud of them.
Dimitri looks really cool, by the way.
Detailed information on each of these heroes' skills will be revealed in an upcoming video. So give it a watch.
So we don't even have the skills yet. That kind of sucks. So yeah, every year in Feh they do a popularity contest, and the most popular units get new versions put into the game. So that's basically what that was.
In this game.
Yeah.
More exciting, all times can be used up to
Oh wait, what? Whoa. That's new.
That means you can get 4 free focus heroes if you summon 160 times.
Does this game have a power creep problem? Because I sometimes see that with these mobile games.
It definitely has a problem with power creep.
Oh.
If you summon 120 times on this
Oh, so you can get 1 each. I see.
4 focus heroes join your
That's new.
ranks.
It's a pretty good feature.
And don't forget that the who's going to be featured.
Is that Linhardt?
Oh,
Is that the gatekeeper?
it's George from the Fire
Oh.
Access Point will now be able to be improved 15 times. And
Wait, what?
heroes that could only be improved up to 5
Oh
times
shit.
can now
Is that a
be
big
improved
deal?
10 times.
This is kind of a big deal, actually. So this is basically buffing old characters that have been power crept very badly.
Start at
Oh, that's
each time you
good.
improve,
So yeah, this is pretty good news. However, the in-game currency you need to continue buffing them is probably going to get pretty... It's going to be a lot of in-game currency to do this, but this is cool though.
Yeah.
Plus 15.
Now, take a look at this. It's Alphonse's stats. What?
Change it...
Starting with the September
What?
version,
Oh shit!
you'll be able to change
This is also a big deal.
Is that like abilities in Pokemon?
It's like nature's, actually.
heroes might have
Oh.
an asset, such as excelling at attacking, and
It's actually just like nature's. We just call them IVs because we're bad at naming things, but yeah.
other heroes, like our old pal Alphonse, don't have assets or flaws.
So this is just going to let us change
Traits.
their IVs. That's kind of nutty.
Now you'll be able to change them. Right.
This has big implications if they extend it to, like, literally every character, because there are some characters that don't get nature's or IVs that will become much better if they get them.
Can have their traits.
How many characters are there?
It seems that
Probably like hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds. There's like 600 or something.
it's called a
Like
trait
going through
grid.
all of the characters from like all of the games. That's probably the end goal.
You'll be
Changing a trait once requires 100 of these items. Oh, great.
trait be released to celebrate
It's like the mints from Sword and Shield, is it?
event.
I guess you're right, actually. Yeah, mints change natures, I think.
Completed easily. So be sure to give them Emblem heroes as it soars past its 3.5-year anniversary.
Did you know the game was 3.5 years old?
Excuse me.
I think so.
This game came out after Pokemon Go, I think, by like half a year.
Pokemon Go was like when Nintendo started to go all in with like mobile stuff. Like they
Yeah.
realized, wait, we can add this is actually like a legitimate like. like
Oh, we
place
can go in
should-
on this, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with gacha games. I think Feh helped them realize that gacha games were very profitable, so I think the Dr. Mario game is a gacha game. The Pokemon
You can play
Masters
as
is a
Dr.
gacha game.
Dolphin.
Wait, can you really? Wait.
Look, hold on.
Did they add Dr. Dolphin to Dr. Mario Mobile?
Dr. Dolphin, hold on.
Dr. Dolphin Mario. I saw the Dr. Goomba stack. Yeah, it's a real thing.
It's Dr. Dolphin.
Dr. Dolphin
I can't find it, but I first saw this on Twitter, and then the top reply was "Desperate times call for desperate measures."
That's amazing. George's Blue Bow Infantry. All right, we'll start there since that's where the enthusiasm is. Oh, we can see his skills. That's attack opening, I think, which is pretty good. It looks like I can't tell. His bow is probably unique to him, right? I know, like, if a bow has a plus after it, that means it's inheritable, and this doesn't have a plus, but... Yeah, so the funny thing with George is, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the consensus is that the only reason he pulled well in CYL is because people, like, botted him, but he's a meme, so who cares? I mean, this might be good, because it dissuades people from, like, botting him again to the point where he, like, actually wins. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Looked like he has chill defense too, which is also good. I think we already have a free unit who has chill defense, but still, having it more available is good. I am in favor. I forget. It's probably a Walhart. Yeah, Walhart had chill defense. That's right. Oh, are you into plus 10, George? Am I going to? Probably not. That's a lot of grails for a meme. Alright. Let's take another look at the CYL units, because that's kind of... That comes next after George, I think. So we saw Lysithea. Lysithea has Dark Spikes, which is hilarious. She has LOL Speed Res! The braces here are boring? If you say so. I kind of like them. So she has... Yo, you can... In terms of just inheriting skill fodder, you can do some nutty stuff here. You can take a LOL Speed Res and also attack speed push 4. It's just their 2 perf classes. Yeah, it's a little boring in that way. So is Claude? Claude must be Actually, wait. What is Lysithea? Lysithea's a red mage. Okay. Just like base Lysithea. That's true. Claude is going to be a gray bow. Yeah, you're right. These are just like their final outfits in the story. So it's not their alt hairstyles, which I guess might disappoint people. Not wrong. Barbarossa, High Lord, and Emperor. Yeah, I'm glad to have these versions in the game. I'm just surprised they kind of came in this way. Like, you would think the legendary version of Edelgard would be this one. And then the Brave version might be like the one we got earlier, but this is cool too. They don't even have the crest weapons. Yeah, that's another part that's weird. They don't have their crest weapons, I don't think. Like, does Claude have his, No, he doesn't. So, this means that they're probably still gonna save, what is it, Aranbar and Fail Not for their legendary versions. So we're still probably gonna get legendary Claude and legendary Dimitri. It's just gonna be much less exciting because we already have these. Yeah, legendary Brave Claude looks really good. Almira's King. I wonder if since Claude has Wind Parthia, I wonder if Dimitri will have like his own version of what's it called? Gradivus. So yeah, I wonder if since Claude has Parthia, then Dimitri could have Gradivus, and then Edelgard could have Haudicler. That could be cool. Actually, that would kind of explain why their weapons look so plain. Because, like, aren't those weapons just, like, reforged versions of, like, shitty broken weapons? I don't know, man. I think I'm onto something. The Barthia is in 3 houses, so it does make sense. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It would also make sense because I saw on the subreddit, apparently Dimitri has distant counter, so we can look at that real quick. Let's watch him counter from a distance. Yeah, so he counters from a distance, just like that. So what I'm saying is it makes sense that he'd have Gradivus because Gradivus counters from a distance. So there you go. It'll be interesting to see who wins CYL5. Since there won't be like a new game still. I still suspect that there will be some Three Houses characters up there, but Marth might break through, and Erica might break through, maybe. Whatever. Their art all looks really good, so like if you're a fan of Claude or Dimitri or Edelgard, like you're pretty happy with this, I think. If anything, you would just be disappointed that this isn't like their legendary version, because that's kind of what happened with Micaiah, honestly. I feel like her Brave version was supposed to be the legendary version, and then they just had to like move her up to be a Brave alt, but whatever. Anyway, we can move on from that, I think. So not only, damn. So not only can you choose one for free like you always could, you also get to spark for another. And if you're going for plus 10, you're going to end up getting the other ones anyway. I really wish this was a thing last year on that CYL banner, because like, I would have saved orbs. I would have only had to summon 9 Micaiahs then, and I would have gotten an extra copy of the others for free. Damn. Oh well. They are changing the sparking system for this one banner, where you can activate the spark 4 times, once for each of the focuses.
Focus heroes one time. In other words,
I like how Feh just tried to interrupt me. Excuse me. They talked about this new game mode, and I wasn't paying attention. And even if I was paying attention, I don't know if I would have gotten it. But yeah, there was 2 like pretty big pieces of news at the end here.
version update. To start, let's talk dragon flowers. Things are changing here. Beginning around August 18th, the number of times you can use dragon flowers to improve heroes will be increased. Heroes who could be improved a total of 10 times up till this point will now be able to be improved 15 times. And heroes that could only be improved up to 5 times can now be improved 10 times.
Okay, so there's a couple things going on here. Yeah, if you could give them 10 flowers before, now you can do 15. The problem is, the only units you could do 10 for before were like the old infantry units. So like those guys can get 15 now, which is good. If you combine that with like a resplendent form, like on Erica, then you're basically looking at like +5 to all stats. And only then can you maybe compete with new units. Maybe. If you're lucky. That's cool though. Only thing is that it's going to cost a lot of dragon flowers to do that, so that's the only thing we have to be concerned about. This is potentially an even bigger deal, because literally every other hero in the game that isn't one of these is one of these, and now they can get 10 dragon flowers. Newly added heroes appearing on or after August 18th may use dragon flowers up to 5 times. So this probably means we're about to get more BST power creep, right? I don't know why else they would do this. So these new CYL units might just have more stats than before. Which is a little disappointing, but whatever. At least we have the system in place to counteract it. So I might have been wrong actually, it might not cost that many dragon flowers.
Each time you inquired to...
Yeah, because you can see here, to go from 0 to 15, you need 1460. I think to go from 0 to 800, you needed 800. Or sorry, to go from 0 to +10, you needed 800 dragon flowers. So I guess the price doesn't continue to scale up after that, which is good.
Past the current limit will start at 40. Each time you improve after that, the number will increase by 40, as shown here. You'll be able to change a hero's trait.
This is really huge.
For example, some heroes' their traits altered.
Oh, even Forma units. Okay, interesting. I mean, that's not like... that's not the nuttiest part of this, but yeah. So the thing with Forma units, right, was that you couldn't get IVs for Grand Hero Battle units and Tempest Trials units anyway, so that's kind of what made the Forma units appealing, because, like, since you can't get IVs for them anyway, you may as well just take the buffed up version you got as a Forma. And then I thought, oh, well, now that you can get IVs, maybe the Formas won't be that worthwhile, but they're still worthwhile, because you can change their IVs too. Yeah, exactly. Formas may be worth it if you're a whale, and you have access to a bunch of these life fruits or whatever.
It seems that this item will
They're
be
not called
needed
life
to
fruits.
change the traits of heroes.
I look forward to seeing you all in 2 years when we can finally change someone's IV. So this is cool for a couple reasons, because, like, obviously, like, the biggest deal is that you can change the IVs on characters like Alphonse and Tempestrel's units and Grand Hero Battle units. So, like, my Valentine's Titania, I can finally buff her res, because that's, like, the only stat I really use on her for, like, debuffing things. So that's cool. But then, there's also, like, the Asker trio. You can change their IVs to make them more viable, since they're always cycling in and out as bonus heroes. You can change, like, the one air you got for free, you can change her IV. Same goes for Peony. And then, even just, like, other characters. Like, let's just say you just got, like, a shitty IV on a character you wanted. Like, you can fix that now, if you have one of these. Or if you have 100 of these. My Brave Micaiah, that's plus speed. Like, if plus speed doesn't work anymore, I can change it to attack without having to summon for another plus attack Micaiah. I could change my Scythia to minus defense instead of plus... Yeah, exactly. This... I wish they had something like this in the game like 3 years ago, because I had a period of like 6 months where all the characters I wanted, like, I would pull them, but they would always have shitty IVs. Mia and Bravelyn and Micaiah. My Micaiah was minus attack for so long. But yeah, this is a really good feature for so many different reasons.
While, but keep participating.
So we get 100 right off the bat, so we can actually use them. That's good at least. I'm a little weary about the Dragon Flowers thing, because, like, on one hand it's exciting that you can buff up your units more, but also, like, is this just their excuse or whatever to do further power creep? Like, I was starting to get, you know, optimistic that maybe they were done. Maybe, like, 173 or whatever was, like, the highest infantry BST we would get. But maybe not. What CYL hero are you going to pick? I don't know yet. I will probably base it on skill fodder, because I'm a lamo like that. My Scythia looks pretty good, honestly, in terms of skill fodder, but we'll have to look at the other ones too. But, I mean, if skill fodder isn't a factor, like, I really like how Dimitri looks. Dimitri looks really cool. George has 172 BST. Yeah, I think this is just BST power creep. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Dragon Flowers were just an omen. This is, I mean, it's just an excuse for them to... Damn it. That's disappointing. George having 172 BST is kind of ridiculous. While you were busy fighting wars, he was getting ripped. You're right. Remember when Norn had like 168 BST, and that was like pretty nutty for an infantry archer? And now George... I mean, I guess to be fair, it has been like a year, but now George has like some more than that. Also, so yeah, it kind of looks like Claude has a unique C skill, which is interesting because he got second place, and usually they don't give like unique A, B, or C slot skills to the people who get second place. Usually that's reserved for first and second place winners. Either that or Claude just has like a new C skill that can be inherited. Get some sleep. Maybe I will. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night.